Alright everyone, it's me, Boss Han here. I am back here on the channel. My voice is kind of a little bit stiffy. I'm feeling fine though. It's just that I just don't feel too great at the moment. I'm kind of a little bit sick. It's not COVID-19. I just have a very sore throat. So if my voice is kind of not the same as my other voices, it's just because I'm not feeling too well. But I thought it would be pretty interesting to tell this type of story time content. Because I haven't seen people done this type of story time content, so I was like, hey, maybe I can make this as a story time. But I'm pretty sure everyone doesn't like being snitched on. It's not really the top priorities, but I'm pretty sure no one likes the feeling of being snitched on. Like, for example, like you're just trying to get an extra cookie or something, and like someone catches you. Yeah, it's not very great feeling. And for this video, I'm going to be telling two stories of the times I got snitched on in school, and I don't really have any crazy ones concerning I live in a very safe community, so that's good on me for that, but I just don't have a very entertaining life. But I mean, I'm still thankful that I live in a very safe community. But without further ado, let's just get into the video. No introduction or anything. I just want to tell my story, so let's get into it. So this video are going to be two stories, like I said, with the same type of content. And the first story being all the way back in elementary school. And something about elementary school for me, I just don't really like elementary school as much as I thought I liked. Like back then it was pretty chill. Well, actually no, because not only did I have to deal with a lot of homework and being annoyed why I cannot do that much problems that good as everyone else, I can't keep up with the class. But not only that, but being a very easy target to other people. Well, I didn't really get bullied a lot. I'm not like I would just constantly get bullied like every few seconds. No, it was just once every day. A group of students, little kids, will just come up to me, pick on me, and then just walk off, just acting like nothing ever happened while still making fun of me in the process. Like that's just always how has it been. Okay, I don't not understand why can I not talk properly? Why am I still stuttering? This should be already gone. Most of the time, it would just be people making me do it's basically like a truth or dare, except instead of being a simple game of doing a dares and not telling and not snitching, like I would just get snitched on and then I would just get myself in trouble. Like people would just dare me to do something, but they would not keep their mouths shut. Like I think this whole entire lasted for the third grade all the way to the end of elementary school. It was that bad. But since I just tend to have a horrible interaction with meeting new people, I just did not know what to do. I was like, oh well, I guess this is the world, which that's not the case. But I mean, we're all just little kids at the end of the day. We're all going to be very stupid. But one time, I just hate this a lot. The one very time I hate in elementary school about getting snitched on was someone, two of my friends, I would most of the time just hang out at lunch. Like, we would just hang out. I mean, we're not friends anymore because they're just kind of assholes in the beginning. But one time they dared me to say the F word. And it's basically the equivalent to an F-bomb, which everyone knows that everyone has to admit that they said the F word, okay? It's just a natural response, okay? It's like you slam your foot into the door and it hurts so much that you just drop the F-bomb. It's like a natural response, okay? And since when I was little at the time, I just had a very big trust ego. Like I would trust people a lot. That like I just trust them. Like they wouldn't tell me, hey, like it's good. Like there's gonna be no issue. So I do the dare, and just what I wasn't expecting, they just jump out of their seats and go tell on the nearest teacher. And what I didn't expect as well was them to go tell on the dean, like the vice principal. Like, are you kidding me? These guys already told me that they wouldn't tell on me. And here they are, they're going to the teacher, like being very smirky, like evil Disney villain style. And so now, this is just what happens like every time. Like, this is basically for the most part every single day. Like, I wouldn't get dared to, like, to say the F-bomb, but, like, it's basically just stupid stuff that I would just be dared to, and it just would be consequences. It's just so messed up of my elementary school years. So that's the first part of being snitched on, but this story I told you does not compare to the second story, which happened in middle school. I just still hate this moment on why this teacher did this to me. I do not understand why they snitched on me. It was not very good. So like I said, this second story takes place back in middle school, and during middle school, time to time, little kids will just play video games. Well, little kids into middle school are now going to become big kids, very big kids that just have very big egos that want to flex everyone, think they're the toughest kids in the school. But in reality, everyone's just like a scaredy cat in middle school. All right, admit it. Stop saying that you're a hardhead and you can face up against Robert, because in reality, that's just never gonna happen. But in middle school, people just tend to not know what they're gonna do. Like, it's basically just chaos. But most of the time, if people were ever bored, they would play video games on their computers, because that's just what you do. Hey, if you're bored in school during school hours, you can just play video games. And sometimes whenever I'm bored, I would play some video games on my computer. But since I would work very fast, that is a more non-common. I would play video games more often during school hours because I would just get stuff done more often. Like, I'm just a very fast worker. That's what I'm trying to say. This wording does not make sense, but I would just be very good at doing the objective during the school. And so one day while I'm at this assembly, like, we were on our computers because the teacher at the front stage was like, all right, kids, just go to this website and fill out this Google form. Because we were talking about some like sports, like, hey, do you like this sport? Or do you feel interested in taking and playing these sports, whatever? And since I got the work done faster, like, I was now just, after I filled out the form, I was like, hey, you know what I could do? I can finish that coding. Because one of my classes during the time in middle school, I think it was in the 8th grade, I was a computer engineer, so I would sometimes just code video games. And since I would think about that, I was gonna go code a video game and finish some of the projects. And while working on the projects, like, it's been like 10 minutes as I'm working on this project, like, I see my computer engineer, which is a girl teacher, by the way. I do not understand where she come from, but like, she appeared out of nowhere and she's like, hey, what are you doing there, mister? And I'm like, oh, I'm just coding a computer engineering game. And then, like, she goes to the PE coach or like the staff, and she's like, hey, I think one of these students over there is playing some video game. And she points at me. I'm like, are you dead ass real snitching on me? Like, I got your stuff done. That has no excuse to snitch on me just because I get everything done fast enough. It's not my problem that I'm such a very fast worker. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys want me to get out of school faster. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys want your students to learn faster so they can do what their future career is about. Like, I'm sorry that my brain can just memorize stuff faster. It can work a little bit more harder. But here now I'm just sitting over here, just staring at this teacher that just snitched on me because I just did my stuff early. And so, like, after that, the PE coach, like, comes over to me and is like, hey, why are you playing video games? And I told him the reason why. I just finished my work early. And so he's like, well, show me. So I show him, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, you can go back to what you're doing. And so he goes back, and the girl, my coder engineers, like, have like this face on like, wait, what? How is he still playing video games? And like, I just look her back saying like, oh, that's because I just did my work faster, you know? Work smarter, not harder. Like, I'm sorry that I just have a very smooth brain than everyone else. Like, that's just how I am genetically born with, okay? But yeah, that's a time where I got snitched on. Those are the only stories I had to tell here on the channel. This video surprisingly is a little bit longer than I thought. I thought this video would last a little bit more shorter, but surprisingly, telling story times while you're sick makes a story a little bit longer than I thought. But those are my story times, and something I would appreciate is that if you guys like these story times or videos that I make, I would appreciate if you guys can like the video. It does really help me out in the algorithm, so I would really appreciate that. And on another note, I'll see you guys in another video. Don't forget to press the like button or else McDonald's will disappear forever. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace. Okay, after this recording, I literally noticed that I missed a treasure box. A literal treasure box.